So when we're talking about functions in this unit. The first word we're going to talk about is domain. We're on page 4. The domain of a function represents the set of all possible input values. Those are your x values. And so today, my domain is going to be blue. The range of a function represents all the possible output values. And so today I'll do range in red. You choose whatever colors you want if you have colors. So we'll do domain again, blue, range in red. And I'll try and stay really consistent with that for the sake of your learning. At domain, we look left to right. It's either going to be all real numbers or you'll have boundaries, okay? So you'll see negative infinity today, you'll see positive infinity, you'll see brackets, you'll see parentheses. It's a little bit confusing to just talk about. It's easier to look at some examples. So if you could flip to the next page. Okay, it says the form that we will write our domain and range in is called, at least the one that's new for you, is called interval notation. We always do the lower boundary or value first. I'm actually going to do interval notation today and the form that you also did in Algebra 1, which is called inequality notation. So if you look here, here's examples of the new form for you, because you would not have done this in Algebra 1. Okay, the one that you see with like brackets and parentheses, this is called interval notation, okay? So you see some examples there. It says it's got a bracket and then -2 and then comma and then the infinity sign. So this is positive infinity. We're going to write this in 2 different ways. So that's interval notation, but you also need to know from me today the form that you talked about in Algebra 1, which is inequality notation. Nice. Okay. So we're going to say, for the sake of our examples today, that this is, did I say domain in blue? Yeah, okay. This is a domain. So to write that as an inequality, I'm saying my domain goes from -2 to infinity. That is the same thing as saying x values greater than or equal to -2. It'll make more sense, I think, when we do it on a graph. And then if this one is the range, to write it as an inequality, it's saying the range goes from 5 to 12. Then I would say that and you see brackets there, so it's 5 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 12. So there's 2 different forms that you'll see it in today. You'll see parentheses if it's an open circle or infinity, and you will see brackets if it's a closed circle or a line through a point. And you have negative infinity to a positive infinity, and these are the same thing. You have 2 different ways of saying it in the parentheses or all real numbers. It's the exact same thing. These are interchangeable. So we're going to do some examples because obviously I think that's where it will make the most sense. And then we'll kind of like summarize at the end, make sure we understand when to use parentheses and when to use brackets, because that's all going to be a little bit maybe confusing. So we're looking for domain and range. Domain is the x values. Range is the y values. All right, we are going to look for the domain first. The domain of a function, we would look left to right because we're looking at the x values, okay? So you'll see me draw something like this. Thank you. And what we're trying to figure out is like our boundaries, where it starts and where it stops. So I would look at the left side here. I'm going to draw like a little notch there. Okay, you see an arrow. So because it's an arrow on the left-hand side, it doesn't stop at -4. It means it keeps going. Where's it going to? It's going to -infinity, actually. So that's where it starts on the left-hand side. Because of the arrow, it's going to -infinity. And then we go down and back up, and going to the right-hand side, what do you see? An arrow again, so where's it going on the right? Positive infinity, okay? So it's going from -infinity to positive infinity. So our domain in blue, my domain then, is, okay, you're going to see me write it in both ways, both in inequality notation and in interval notation. To write this in inequality notation, how you may have done it in Algebra 1, you would say all real numbers. Does this sound familiar? Okay. But if you want to do it in the parentheses bracket type of thing, which we call interval notation, we say in parentheses, because you can't put a closed circle at -infinity. -infinity, comma, positive infinity in parentheses. It's not a point. What that represents is it's saying it starts at -infinity and it goes to positive infinity for the domain. Okay, and now let's look at our range. Okay, the range is the y value. So my range, I'll do an R. Range goes from, we look lowest to highest. And we're going to highlight here, like where it kind of starts and stops. So it looks like my y values start here. And then they go up. It doesn't actually stop there, but. Okay, so can you talk to your table? Where do the y values start and where did they go? Okay, where does it start? What's the y value at the bottom there? 0. It starts at 0, and then you go up, and where is it going? To infinity and beyond. Yes. So my range. Okay, we'll write it in inequality. Actually, no. We're going to write it in interval notation first, and then I'll come back and do inequality notation. So interval notation, this is like having a closed circle at the bottom here, and so because it like goes through the point, so you'd use brackets to say it starts at 0, and then it goes to positive infinity. You cannot use brackets on infinity because it's not like a point that you can plot. So you draw parentheses. To write this as an inequality, what we're saying, this is what you've done in Algebra 1, we'd say the y values are at 0 and higher. So that's the same thing as saying y values greater than or equal to 0. You will be expected to write it in both ways. Okay. Simple. Can you look at your range for me from left to right? Talk to your table. What's the range? No, that's not the range. Sorry, wrong letter, isn't it? The struggle today. We would write a D for domain. My bad. Okay, D. Okay, look at the left-hand side, please, and you can use a highlighter or something if you want. The circle's got points there, left to right. Where does it start on the left side? What number is that? Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. So that's -5, but that doesn't go all the way over, so I think it starts at -3. Does that look right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you look at mine, maybe it's a little bit easier. And then it goes to the right-hand side. Where does it kind of stop? 3, and it's stopping. It's a circle. It's not gonna, doesn't have arrows, not continuing on forever. So we'll go ahead and write our domain, and then we'll come back for the range. So the domain from left to right. Okay, to write that as an inequality, we would say the x values are less than or equal to +3 and greater than or equal to -3. So you write it as a compound inequality. You're saying the x values go between -3 and +3. That's the one that's kind of tricky to write. And the reason for that is because you have like a closed circle here. Because it's or equal to, you use brackets. -3 to +3. We're saying it includes -3 and it includes +3 and it's everything in between. Okay, let's check the range, lowest to highest. Can you talk to your table or try to figure it out? Where's the start? Where's the stop? Okay, make sure you're looking at the y-axis because now we're looking at the range, so you have to look at the y numbers. What's the lowest number there? -2, and then it goes up and it stops. 4, or I should, maybe it doesn't stop, right? It's a circle, so it goes round and round, but that's as high as it goes, and there is no arrow, so that one, again, it's like having a closed circle, so -2 to 4. If you want to start with interval notation, it's closed at both of those, and so you would put an or equal sign. Both things here at 4, -2. Okay, domain from left to right. What did you counted, hopefully. What number is that? -7. It goes over to the right side and it stops at 5. Okay. So let's go ahead and write our domain. Domain from left to right. Ooh, okay. We're going to do the interval notation first. I think it's easier. You see I have a closed circle here? Okay, that means that you have to use a bracket because it's closed. And then you have an open circle on the other side. So you have to use parentheses. So that's the difference between them. So this one is closed. Make sure maybe you write this in. And this one is open. Look at the graph and you will see that happen as well. So that means that when you go to write the inequality, we're talking about the x values. My x values are between 5 and -7. So is not equal to 5, but it is equal to -7. Because again, closed circle, open circle. Do you see the similarities? Hopefully. The range, we'll do in red. What's your lower boundary, your lowest y value there? -3, and it makes you look at the y-axis. So -3 to +1. For my x values, I should look at the x-axis. So -3 to +1, that's a 1, not like a dash. So again, it's the same kind of thing for my range, but this time we're talking about y. So closed circle at -3, open circle at +1, which means it's or equal to and not at -3 and 1. This is a compound inequality. Your signs both face to the right when they're like that. Okay, look left to right. You see those arrows. So going left, where's it actually going on the left side? -infinity. And then it goes to the right. And does it ever stop? To infinity and beyond. Okay, and you'll notice the same kind of thing happens actually for your range. It's going down and to the left forever. So where's it going? -infinity. And where's it going? It goes up and to the right to positive infinity, and it never ever stops. So that means that my domain is actually all real numbers. Yes. So you're going to write that in two different ways. All real numbers can be represented as obviously that little phrase, but also -infinity, positive infinity. And it's the exact same thing for the range. All real numbers. I'm trying to write this before my iPad dies. -infinity to positive infinity. If you are using infinity, you have to use parentheses because you can't put a dot at infinity, okay?